Unit 8, starting with the grammatical notes for 8.1. 8.1 is about time, and the time system for in Ethiopia is really annoying and tedious. So the time in Ethiopia is 7 hours ahead of Eastern Standard Time. You know, if you look up like here, this is about like the time for me right now, and this is the time in Ethiopia. Don't get that confused with what the textbook is talking about here. What the textbook is talking about here is not just like time differences from time zones. This is talking about using a completely different time system. So the logic behind it is that for us, like let's say the sun rises around 7 a.m. or 6 a.m., right? In Ethiopia, they say that when the sun rises, that's supposed to be 1 a.m. for them because they think that the day should start sort of like on 1. And it kind of makes logical sense, but it makes it very annoying to deal with their time system. So I'll try to explain it here. And if my explanation is too complicated, you can always just add like 6 because the clock system is 6 hours out of phase and it should mostly work. So for us, 6 a.m. to 12 noon is going to be 12 midnight to 6 a.m. for them. That's what I was trying to like explain before. And they'll call this tawat, which is morning. Our noon to 6 p.m. is their day. Like they'll say 6 a.m. to 12 a.m. is like their days. Our 6 p.m. to midnight, which is, you know, our evening time, is for them 12 noon to 6 p.m. That is their evening. And then like our really late into the night, our midnight to 6 a.m. for them is 6 p.m. to 12 a.m. and that's their nighttime. So that's my explanation for this, and you can always come back here to review and get more familiar with the time. I think it just takes some practice. It's not super complicated, it's just annoying and tedious. Coming over to my notes of how to say a specific time, you basically say ke, the prefix, which is being shown here. You add the time of day here, which can be morning, tawat, day, ken, evening, mishit, and night, which can be lelit or let. Then you add a u onto it. I tried to write here, I don't know why they add a U. That's normally like some sort of definite suffix pronoun or some sort of ownership thing for he, him. But I just trying to think, okay, maybe it makes it more definitive, but yeah, just add a U on. And then you say the actual time. The time can be anywhere from 1 to 12. Asr hulat is 12, and is 1, hulat 2, on and on and on and on. And then you say sa'at. Sa'at can mean either time, hour, or clock. I think it also can mean watch, so it can have numerous meanings, but if you know it's being used with a time of day, a specific number 1 through 12, and then this sa'at, I think you're always going to know that you're talking about like at this clock time. Looking at some of the examples, so our clock is 6 a.m., so we would add just 6 to that, 12 a.m. basically, and that'll be ke tawatu, so like at the morning time. Asr hulat 12 sa'at, so at 12 a.m. Let's pick like 2 p.m., right? So we're gonna know that we're gonna add 6 to this. We at least know that. Ke enu, so you know, during the day. Simint is 8, like 8 a.m. in the day kind of thing. It's basically our 2 p.m., and that's telling you the clock time. So they're kind of confusing, but you can keep going on with these and get more practice with it. There's another way to show time, and it's by using this be prefix, and it means at. I use this way more than this ke prefix system, but I think the ke makes it more specific. So if you say be hulat sa'at, this is saying like at 2 o'clock in the direct translation, but you're adding 6 to it to get 6 hours out of phase, so we can say like at 8. But you don't know if this is like in the AM or PM. So with this system, ke tawatu, so you know you're talking about the morning time. But amist is supposed to be 5 sa'at. So this is supposed to be saying like at 5 a.m. their time, but for us it's like at 11 a.m. in the way that we indicate our time. Apparently this will be talked about more in Unit 12, but for right now, hopefully that makes sense. Now I'm using the suffix im. So this is actually a pretty simple thing to use. So it's m if the word ends with a vowel, I am if the word ends with a consonant. That's how this system always works when you have this I in parentheses. And then whatever you're talking about, you're saying also this or like this too also in some sort of way. I think this is a great example. So ene by itself is me. Eneum means also me. You're adding an M on because the end word's with a vowel, and you're saying like also me. Iherallo, I will go. So this is a great way of responding to someone, or like maybe they're saying like I'm about to leave, and then you can say to them, oh, I'm also will go like myself, if that makes sense. I'll also go. This example, I don't know why they wrote this, but Yeketa Mao. So this is talking about like the city. Police is just police. Police hoch is plural. Polisochim is also like the police. So also the city, which is coming from Yeketa Mao. Policeman. and the also is coming from this M. Multiple police from the och here. But turu, so very good, nacho. So the city policemen are also good. I didn't write the examples. Then finally, the last suffix talked about is this is suffix, and it kind of means like, how about this person, or as for this person is kind of how I usually use it, or it can mean like as to blank. It's easier than what it is maybe showing, and maybe an example will help. So tenai estalin is like, let him give health for me. I think this is like a reading that we've seen before. Simme is my name. John is like the name. No, it is. So my name is John. Yersos. So yerso is like yours for respectful. If you add like this S onto it, because the word ends with a vowel, so you're adding these S's on, it means like, how about yours, if that makes sense. Like, hi, like, how do you do? My name is John. What's yours? I think this is another example, like, ene eherallo, I will go. Ersos, another like respectful thing is like, how about you? Like, will you also be leaving? You add this S on and it's asking like, how about you? I like this example a lot actually. Isu amarinya yaukal. So he knows amarinya. Aeneas, so Aeneas is me. Aeneas is like, as for me, how about for me? Alaukum, I don't know. He knows Amadic. As for me, I don't know it. So I wanted to test another one and show you guys how you can also, like always, test different words or phrases. But if you wanted to say, my day is good, how about yours? Yenek and Turuno, so my day is good. Yantas, so Yanta is like your thing. So you can say Yanta bait, it was your house. Yantas is like, how about yours? And you kind of already know what you're talking about because I'm talking about like my day in particular, right? So now I'm asking like, Yantas, like, how about your day? And that should be the end of the chapter. Like always, I recommend doing the drills and everything at the end of the textbook, reading every word of the textbook to get as much as you can from it, including the things in the beginning that I didn't cover, all this stuff. And I will see you guys in the next one.